Hi, my name is Nikki Piggott. If you are watching this, that means that I have one of your children in Algebra 2 this year, and I'm sending you this video to kind of tell you what we're doing. We're going to follow the flipped classroom model, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is. So first, what is the flipped classroom model? What we're doing for the flipped classroom is we're taking the lecture materials that generally were done in class, and kids are going to watch a video at night just like you're watching now, which means we're going to take the homework that they normally do and we're going to move that from home into the classroom. What this is going to do is it's going to open up time for discussion and practice inside the classroom where your students can participate in more learning activities. So again, all this flipped classroom model is we're taking the traditional lecture from the classroom, and that's going to be at home where the students are going to watch it, and we're going to take the homework and we're going to do those in class. How we learn. So we know that you and I, your children, we all learn in a specific kind of way. Generally, we learn less from reading, hearing, and seeing, and we learn the most by what we actually do. So what this is going to do is we're going to take the stuff that they were doing at home and we're going to do it in classroom so they have more hands-on activities. So to address these learning needs, we need to try to open up class time for active learning strategies, which are ways that they learn better than sitting there in their seats and listening to me lecture. But how do I do that and still provide the same coverage of the content? So we're not just going to ignore the lecture. The lecture is still going to be there, but instead of doing it in classroom where they're sitting there bored, we're going to do it at home using the flipped classroom model. The goals of the classroom flip model. So the goals that we plan on reaching is we're going to reduce the amount of time spent in class on lecturing, opening up class time for the use of active learning strategies. We're going to focus more on understanding and application than recall of facts, not just sacrificing presentation of the factual base. We're going to provide students with more control over their learning. So they're going to be able to control the pace at which they watch the videos. And we're going to give students a greater sense of their own responsibility for their learning. So I'm putting a lot of this in their hands. It's up to them to go home and watch these videos. It's really going to prepare them for college when someone's not sitting there looking over their shoulder. Are you doing this? Are you doing this? So it's going to put a lot more of the responsibility on them. And it's going to provide them an opportunity to learn from their peers. We're going to do group work just about every single day. The benefits of flipping. When students are absent, they won't miss the lesson and get behind. So I know if you were, just if you or I are sick, you tend to fall behind, you miss what happened. Now that's not going to happen because all the lectures, all the content is going to be available online. Students can rewind, pause, and fast forward the video so they can go on their own pace. So if they need to write something down and they kind of got behind, they can pause it. If they miss something, where did a number come from? Why did I do this? They can rewind. So they can really use the video aspect to their benefit. These videos are going to be posted and they're going to be available at all times. So their very first video is going to be available right now, and it'll be available all through the test, all the way through the final. So they can watch the videos as many times as they need. And the students last year found it very beneficial, especially at review time. They could go back and review the concepts that they struggled with. And they have a lot of opportunities to work together in groups. And I think one of the most important things is they get more individualized attention from me. So they're going to watch the videos at home, they're going to come in class, they're going to be working either on homework, an in-class activity, a project, they're going to be working on something. But what this does, it allows me, I'm going to be able to circulate the classroom at all times. So if your student or your child is struggling on a concept, the first resource is to look at their notes they took from the video the night before. Then they should ask one of their group members. Sometimes their group member can explain it in a way that I can't, that makes more sense to them. And then third, I'm going to be there to answer questions right away. Unlike when they're doing homework at home, they sit there and they get stuck, and they're stuck. There's nothing that they can do. Now I'm there for immediate feedback so they can learn from their mistakes right away. flipping resources that they are going to be needed. Most videos are going to be no more than 15 minutes long. Students can view these videos from links found on Moodle. Moodle has other resources needed such as guide sheets, answer keys, and note sheets. And these videos are going to be posted on YouTube even though they're going to be getting them from a link on Moodle. Students should watch these at home or on their smartphones. A lot of smartphones have a YouTube application on it, so anywhere that you have internet, I know most students have smartphones. I don't, but most students do, so they can watch the videos directly from their phone. If you don't have internet at home, or your internet's broken, or it's a busy computer night, the kids also have access to the library before and after school where they can watch the videos. And since the videos are only 15 minutes, they have enough time to watch them during activity periods. And every single student has an activity period, and also some have study halls. If any problems, please contact me as soon as possible and we'll figure something out. Whether you don't have internet or it's not reading it, we'll figure something out for the kids. Alright, now we're going to go back to Moodle. I know I referenced Moodle before. This is kind of like my classroom website. This particular student, you can see here is his Algebra 2 class. He had Mr. Verenick last year, and Mr. Verenick hasn't taken him off his class yet. So any of your teachers or your students' teachers that have Moodle, you'll see a list of all the classes here. We want Algebra 2, so we're going to click on the Algebra 2, and this is what your kids will see at home. When we click on it, you'll see that it's my Algebra 2 class. It'll have the syllabus for the class. And then our very first chapter is equations and inequalities, which is going to be chapter 1 and chapter 4, which is matrices. You'll see the breakdown. You can click on this, the goal packet, the answer key for the goal packet. The first 2 days we're not going to have videos because I don't want to overwhelm them, but then you're going to start watching videos. The homework, note sheets, worksheets, answer keys, everything is going to be found on Moodle for them. So all of these resources are there for them. Alright, and the very last thing is I want to let you know that we are changing the structure of the class for the best interest of the students. We trialed this last year and we had really good results. I want you to contact me through email or phone call if you have any questions. I will try my best to clarify anything that you're confused about. There is my email and my phone number. Thank you very much for your time.